Chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, left. Confirm breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs and slice the lows. Paint the picture, then it folds. Fake bull flags, fake bear traps, jumping in late. That bag collapsed. Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful. No trend, just chop. Feeling regretful. Market makers see it stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Retail trying to snipe the top. Market makers cooking, it's getting hot. Revenge trading will break your soul. Fear, greed, envy, you lose control. Jealousy, anger, revenge gets fed. You revenge trade, now in the red.
Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
It's that range game, fake out chains. Market makers profit, traders feel the pain. Candle art ain't what it seems. Chop is a weapon, killing dreams. Chasing that breakout too late, my friend. Market makers denying the sin. Retail trap, caught in that zone. The traders be holding bags, asking for a loan. FOMO hits, traders load that size. Price retraces, no allergies, but watery eyes. Market makers sell the dream by the dip, then the dip keeps dipping. It's a sucker script, adapt to die. That's the motto, no edge in chop, just highs then hollow. Top down scan, zoom out the view. Avoid the noise, wait for the cue.
Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
Feeling fear, feeling greed, angry, mad, want that speed, fast, jealous, why? Trade the flex, revenge got you wrecked, now you second guess.
You gotta breathe and follow the plan. You'll win again if you understand. Don't give up, hold your ground. Set alerts for the trend, wait for the sound.
Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful, no trend, just chop. Feeling regretful, market makers see you stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Catch the move, not the hype parade. Stay in the game, that's how legends are made. Market makers playing that chop game. Set a stop loss on every trade. Trade with the trend. Or get trapped again.
That's right, guys. We don't want to get trapped again. Not again. The first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Third time, or however it goes. But let's go and get started, guys. Thank you so much for being here in 3, 2, and a 1. Bingo, bango, a bingo and a banga. Camera in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh, no. No. Well, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Oh, well. Joke's on me. No camera today. Good. I can turn off this light. One moment. There's always a plus to everything, guys. Always a plus. Okay, so I just turned off the light. It's going to be no camera today. You saw why. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. My name is Joe. This is known as the place where you can come to kind of learn how to trade without all the complicated terms or pattern memorization. We make trading not as difficult. I don't know about you, but having to remember 74 rules, and if 3 of those rules match up with other 4 rules, you know, rule number 87, rule number 32, rule number 17, if they all match up, well, then it's good. But if rule number 14 disagrees with rule number 30, it's just too much. So we make it just a little bit. Joe transitioned into Elgato. That's funny. All right, so let's say hi to the chat. We did have Mike. Mike was a number 1. So bingo bango to Mike. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. We have Steve in the house as well. Dave P. Thank you for being here. BC Poor Corp in the house. What's going on? Right now, crypto bubbles on the daily. XPL, it's up quite a bit. Should we short it? Well, it just depends on what the market gives us and what we see on the charts. The charts are very important. So extremely important that we have to keep up with potentially areas of shorting or longing. Hype we see up. Why is it going up? Well, because yesterday it took a pretty good hit. Just remember, guys, it really is, as I hate saying the word simple, but it really is not as difficult. If you see a coin that went down 20, 30%, there's a pretty good chance it's going to go up. Doesn't mean that it will, but the odds of it going up have just increased because, well, guess what? It went down. Could it continue going down? Sure, of course. But this is where we look at the levels and we're watching for breaks of the highs and not breaks of the lows. On the hourly, now look, is Bitcoin moving right now? Is Bitcoin going to the upside? Well, we're going to find that out in just a moment. Let's go and look at the, this is coin market cap, the season index. It's going to tell us if we have alt season. We're down at 71. Yesterday, we're down to 70. Last week, we were in alt season. Did you feel it? I didn't. I did not feel that at all. BC Poor Corp says, let me bring this up again. Not sure why it went away. But let's see here. BC Poor Corp says, Hype ETF application just filed too. Yeah, they filed it yesterday. I put that in my VIP chat. They filed it yesterday, and I've been looking for it. I've been looking for, the move up. But yep, I'm not sure if I put that in Discord as well. So if you are not in the Discord, get in there. It's free. If you have money, then join the VIP because that's where you get all the stuff. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Let's go to the liquidations heat map. Liquidations heat map on the 24-hour time frame. We are looking at, right in the middle. We have nice liquidations up here, 71 million, sitting at 110.3. And then, sitting right at 110, we can just call it 110, where it starts to take the liquidation, 67 million, 41 million, 75 million, so on and so forth. To the downside, we have right here, starting at 1086, 14 million, boring, 15 million, boring. 45 million, okay, getting a little sexy now. 38 million, 90 million. Good Lord. Now, the next question, let's go to the 12-hour time frame. Next question, well, is it going to go up or down? I don't know. Here looks really good. Then again, here it looks really good. We're right in the middle. The only thing I do know is that we cannot go to this upside if we did not break this. Same thing, we cannot go to the downside if we do not break this. Now, just because we break this, does it mean we're going down here? Definitely not. It just means that the likelihood of it reaching here has just increased. Same thing with up here. Just because we break this level, does it mean we're going here? Nope. Very important. Be very careful with the words you use. I'm extremely cautious with the verbiage. If I say, we broke this level, we're going here. We broke the PLC, we broke the value area high. This is the next area. No, this is the next level of a really high chance that we might go to because, the 200 SMA is there, or the 50 SMA, or whatever other indicator you use, but it's going there. If you start using that terminology, you will not only consciously, but subconsciously create false security in the trade, and you'll create a bias. So don't do it. Don't do it. BC Poor Corp says, smash the like button. Yes, definitely, guys. Smash the like. Appreciate you guys. We got Brad. What's up, Brad? Appreciate you, man, for being here. No camera today, my friend. No camera today. I tried putting on the camera, and it went meh. Let's see. Where's the camera at? Camera, meh. So I got to reboot the computer. Boring. See here, going down the list. Let's see here, almost done. What's for breakfast? See, going down the list. All right. Brad says Bitcoin is up from its lows and down from its highs. That's right. That's right. So let's go ahead and anything else. So this one, Chew, we got asked about a few days ago, but since we're on the internet, let's go, or the web pages. We were saying that if it breaks below this, you know, we could enter the trade, you know, when we were over here. It didn't do it. But if it breaks below this zone, no good. Why? Rug. And, well, I didn't think it was going to rug. I just thought, you know, this is not good because it could come all the way down and maybe rug. I don't know. And sure enough, it rugged. Now, I mentioned yesterday, there was a YouTuber that I had saw maybe a few weeks ago, and he made a coin. And on this coin, of course, he's talking about how it's going to be the next big thing, and he's got a great community, et cetera, et cetera. And I caught him, I want to say like 15 minutes in his show, maybe 30 minutes. Like I caught him up here. And I put it on the live stream, I messaged him. I said, so what do you think about all these YouTubers that are doing these coins on Pump Fun and it going to zero? Oh no, man, you know, I believe in the community and we're going to do this and that. And it's going to be a community-based coin and just, you know, hyping it up like they do. I said, okay. So I watched him for like an hour and I see it going up and up and up. And then, you know, here it's when he said that he was going to, he was going to purchase something to like get the word out there. And so I marked it from here. And the last time I looked it went up 32%. But since that moment, it went up 60%, which is nothing. This is trash. Like you would think that if he's got such a great community, which is awesome for him, hopefully he made money. You know, it just sucks that it was making money off of his followers. But, you know, sometimes you'll see these go up 500, you know, 1,000, 8,000%. And sure enough, and I told him, I said, well, okay, well, you know, we'll see. We'll see how yours goes. Hopefully you make money. And what happened? Man, nobody buying. This is probably him buying. And then what happened to that coin? Oh, it started going up. Okay, we're going to the moon. And dump. He probably started pushing it again here. And then now it's way down here. This is why it's extremely dangerous, guys. Like, you know, y'all are giving me these coins, let's say money, for example. Could this go to be a rug? Sure. Could it go and make you $1,000 off of $10? Sure. You know, it's just depending on the risk you're taking, depends on your risk. So here, price is here. I'm thinking we're going to come down and then maybe come down in here. This would be nice and healthy. Then if you wanted to, as it's coming up, this is very aggressive. That's yellow. Yellow means aggressive. White means safe. And then if we did something like this, because the level's here, the next level's here, we would enter this one because, well, it's a safer entry. You know, we would not enter this one we'd enter. And what ends up happening? Well, the people on this coin are still bullish and it's coming up. So what we want to do is we want to be very careful. If you're in this trade, be very careful. If you're in profits, I'd recommend taking profits. Again, nothing on this channel is financial advice. Nothing on this channel is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. And that's all what we do here. We just, hopefully you're entertained. If you're entertained, put a 1 in the chat. We got bullish on the parade. What's up, buddy? What is going on? So if you're bullish on just this channel, put a 1 in the chat. If you're bullish on, if you know that crypto is going to change your life, put a 1 in the chat. All right, moving on. So here, you know, this right here, if we're going to continue this uptrend, it really needs to bounce right here. This is the decision point. Are we going to continue going bullish, or are we going to come down to potentially go back up again and then do what? Are we going to do something like this? And what is it? What are people going to see? Oh, we have a shoulder, a head, a shoulder to the downside, and which would be a target of about right here, which would be in line with the thought process. So we'll see. So right now, this is the decision point. So do I need a yellow dot. Do I have a yellow dot here? Oh, it's this. I'm trying to look for this yellow dot because this is what I use for my decision point. So this is our decision point. Can we make it smaller? It's too small. Okay, so that's our decision point. All right. So moving on. I think, let's see here. Bullish on Parade says, can we check out that coin? Yeah, definitely. Let me open up my notebook. You can hear my pages flipping. Okay, here we go. Matter of fact, I wanted to look at MOMO, and I just completely forgot. Can you look at MOMO? Price is at 0.006. Okay. I do want to look at that one. I've been wanting to look at it. See here. BC Pork Corp says community doesn't mean poop. The community members are the people that get pooped on because they hold. Yep. And other people just pump the chase. Yep. Very true. We got Crypto Candy in the house. Thank you guys. Thank you for smashing the like. You guys are the best. We got Mike in the house. Thank you so much, guys. See here, going down the list. Oh, wow. We got the Blockchain Brew in the house. What's up? What is going on? So for those of you who don't know, I was actually on their show about 2 weeks ago. And what was this one? Oh, I was watching Crypto Princess. Man, she had a big old spread. Look at this. Got all this food. Oh my gosh, man. Grapes and strawberries and sandwiches and cookies and fried chicken. Oh, man. Now, if that's not wife material, I don't know what is. Hands down. And she cooked all this. She did all this. She didn't cater it. I thought she was having a party. It's like, oh man, they got a party. No, this is just her, what she does. Man, talk about wife material. Good Lord. If I didn't already exceed my marriages, I'd ask her in a heartbeat. I think I did ask her. I was saying something, story time. I was saying something and she agreed with it. And most females don't. I was like, what? Will you marry me? But I was just playing around. But now I'm thinking about being serious. I mean, this is, oh my gosh. Anyway, let's go over here. Alexo Crypto, my man. Randy Hipper. She was wearing some library glasses today. I don't know if she's trying to go for the library look. If you know, you know. Let's see here. Blockchain. The Blockchain Brew. So they got 505 subscribers. I was on their show last night and they pushed over the 500 mark. So congratulations. So if you're not already, definitely subscribe to them. Subscribe to them. Let them know I sent you. Of course, they don't ask me to do this, but, just traders helping traders, And now for everybody who I recommend, whether it's Blockchain Brew, Alexo Crypto, Piper Academy, Tradefly, Road Dog Crypto, like Lunar Beaches, just because I recommend them, that doesn't mean that I completely agree with everything they say. And so everybody needs to understand that everybody trades differently. And whatever works for you, works for you. Like, for example, Alexo Crypto, he was here yesterday, and I mentioned to him, I was like, dude, like, the way you trade, it's too risky for me. I can't do it. Like, everybody has their own risk management. And that's the beautiful part. Like, you watch all these people, especially people who are not trying to scam you and bamboozle you. And these guys aren't. So watch those people, see what you like, use the indicators they use, see what works for you, and then make it your own. So I started recommending everybody doing that. Do not trade like this guy. This guy is an absolute, oh my gosh, be very careful. Do not trade with emotions. They even call him out too. They're like, oh, you gamble. No, man, I don't gamble. Like I even tell you too, like, I don't gamble. And like, they call him out too. Like, dude, you gamble, man. Like right here. You guys always tell me I gamble. Man, like if you want to see how not to trade, there's your guy. He trades on emotions. Like Alexo Crypto, he has a plan. Oh, here is the POC. Here's the order block. Here's the fair value gap. Here's the orb. Here's what, you can clearly see his plan. This guy, it starts going up. Okay, I'm in. Okay, I just doubled it. Okay. It's like, why? Well, like, what do you like? And then it makes him lose like $2-3 grand. And then it starts coming up. Okay, I'm in. And then, okay, let's just change position. Let's go to the short. You see, guys, I told you. It's like, wow. Be careful. Be careful. Here, I'm here to show you how to trade. I'm here to show you. I'm here to, I'm really trying to protect your money. I really am. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Going down the list really quick. Okay, so yes, we will definitely check that out. Let's come back over here to this. Oh yeah, so this was a thought process. I did a video for my VIP group. I also shared it to my Discord. If you're not in Discord, get in there. What are you doing? If you have money, join the VIP. Stop messing around. If you don't have money, watch the videos, watch the live streams, ask me questions, join my Discord. There I put stuff in there too. So just give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Got ones in the chat. BC4 Corp says, are you not entertained? I love that movie. I should buy it. I love it. Okay, we got BC4 Corp saying this is a stock. This is CDE, and it's a stock. And this is for BC4 Corp. Very good. Okay, going down the list. She's a feminist, but the classic feminist, not the third wave nonsense. Yeah, I just know, man, there aren't females like her. That's all I know. There are not, because like I said, like I mentioned, like I speak my mind, and those of you who know, you know, I speak my mind, and I happen to say something, and she goes, I agree. I was like, what? Man, that was crazy. Okay, BC4 Corp says, subbed, come on to my show sometimes, Blockchain Crew. Hey, there you go. There's an invite. Love it. BC4 Corp says, if I had Alexo money, I'd take Alexo's risk and the 1 minute cheap. Yeah. Very true. Now, I mean, I do trade. I mean, look, I'm looking at the 3 minute time frame. We can trade like that, but there are certain things that I would definitely do. And I might do that on Discord. You know, I do that on my VIP group where we, you know, it's like, all right, let's trade Bitcoin or let's trade a coin. Somebody would, hey, let's do GRT. All right, we'll look at it. Like, okay, well, it's not ready yet. And like 30 minutes or an hour later, okay, now it's ready. Let's go. And the whole time, you know, like I'm teaching, I'm explaining everything. But we're going to get into this in just a second. Okay. Oh, we got WixYF in the house. Very nice. All right. So on the 3 minute chart, I'm thinking potentially we're going to go up. This is what I'm thinking. And I made this video for my VIP group like 20 till 8 this morning, Eastern time. I'm saying we might do this with this more than likely playing out. If not, maybe this. Could it go up? Sure. But I'm thinking something like this. And because I'm thinking something like this, well, then now we can go to the 3 minute time frame and we can kind of just see what are the possibilities. Now, I'm not going to go through all this because, again, I did this for my VIP group and for the Discord, but the price was way over here. And I'm letting the group know that I think, you know, this is what we might see coming up. As I'm recording the video for my VIP group, price is moving. It's like, ah, man. And I was going to enter this trade. I said, let me get video first because, you know, it might come a little lower and then come up. And sure enough, started doing all this number. Did another video, shared it with the VIP group saying that price is here. And now one thing I want you all to notice, this is very important. Notice that the price is down here. Notice I'm not saying, oh, price is going to come down or I think it's going to come down. I don't think that. I think from here, price is going to come up. What does it do? Sure, it goes down a little bit. Then it comes up and just about the area that I was kind of thinking, coming down, coming up. So this is basically showing you we're going to do higher. Well, I'm thinking we might do higher highs, higher lows. Sure enough, higher highs, higher lows. Then right around this area, this is where I'm looking for it to bounce up. But it doesn't. And it comes down. So it comes straight down. Because it came straight down, now I'm thinking we're going to come to about this area. Joe, you're just saying that because you see it. No, this is what I teach. Watch all of my shows. 38, 50%, you know, maybe the golden pocket, but this one, even though it's like, here's 50%-ish. Okay, you're gonna make me do it. Let's go magnet tool from the top to the bottom. 50% is right here. So even though 50% is right here, this block, this up and down, this is what I'm looking for. So even though I know 50% is here, I'm thinking that we're going to come into this area because of this. Does it mean that it has to? Nope. Does it mean that it can, could it go straight up? Sure. It can do whatever it wants. So when you understand that it can do whatever it wants, you become that much more powerful when it comes to trading, in my opinion. So here, I'm thinking we're going to come up, come down to about this level. This to me, well, let me double check. Let me double check. From the low to the high, 0.5, okay, 618, okay, good. So here I'm looking for a bounce. It doesn't do it, it comes down here. All right, cool. What I don't want to see right here is I don't want to see this come down to the golden pocket, then come up and then do this. This is what I don't want to see, because now there's a really strong chance we're going to do this. So for me, I'm always waiting, and this we can trade this all day long, guys, all day long. So my goal is to teach you how to trade. And yes, I do provide trade setups in my group. I don't post a lot. The ones that I post, hopefully they, very profitable. Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. But the main goal is to teach you how to just look at the strength of the move. Now, I want y'all to notice one thing too. I have not looked down here. We have, look, we got bearish divergence. We have a high, we have a lower high. Oh, okay. So with that being said, I already know to look for this, the swing low to the potential high. It could go higher, I don't know. But without even looking down here, I know because we went straight up, there's a really good chance that we're going to come down. Like the odds of it coming down are magnified intensely because we've gone straight up. We did not go up, down, up, down, up. Okay, we're losing levels. No, we went straight up. So this is like, I don't need indicators. Now, granted, I have them on my chart, because if I don't, you probably will think I don't know how to trade. Hey, let's see here. Let's see here. Joe, thoughts on 97 Bitcoin? Yeah, so we're going to actually do that too. But we're going to be looking at Bitcoin right now. 97K question mark. But we're actually going to go there. We're kind of all over the place this morning. So just to let you know. Dano Crypto in the house. What's up, buddy? Let's see here. You guys can get here. I was running my freaking mouth. I love you, Dano Crypto. Dano Crypto is a great guy. I was actually just watching him. But let me bring up this again. So which one is it? This one? Oh, there's a guy not to watch. But Dano Crypto, I was just watching him. Great show, by the way, man. So if you're not subscribed to him, definitely subscribe. Let him know that, of course, I sent you all that fun stuff. Really good guy. A lot of information. Like a lot of great news. Like news that you don't hear other places. Like you'll hear it here. So, and just down to earth guy. He's not trying to sell you anything. He's not trying to bamboozle you. He's not trying to trick you. And that's really hard to find in the crypto space. Really, really hard. So definitely check him out. All right. So this is what I'm looking at here. And this doesn't happen. So now I'm thinking, okay, we're going to continue possibly going up. So again, what I do is I show you my thought process in the moment of where the trade is at versus what everybody else does. They show you how you could have made money, how you should have made money, how you blah, blah, blah. Look, guys, right here, we enter the zone. We're in a range, and yes, we are in a range, and I identified it as a range, especially in the group. But we're in a range, and you short it here, and here's your target, and here's you long it, and it, yeah, we can see it happened. Don't tell me what already happened. Like if you're gonna give me a setup, give me a setup. Tell me here. Breaks this level, enter a short. Awesome. Stop loss here. Good. That's how I do my setups. There is 0% chance that you can misinterpret my callouts. So if you have any coins, let me know. We're gonna get to it. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's see here. A probably good live stream for 24 hours straight. So what's his face? Trader Geo. He said he was going to do a 24-hour stream, but then he never did. He said that he probably had me on there too, but He never, at least I don't think he did his stream. But yeah. But that'd be fun though. Do a 20. I did a 16-hour stream once. It was pretty cool. The 16-hour stream. And I talked for like 15 of those hours. It wasn't like nothing dead. But the last 15 hours, like, man, like I got nothing else to say. So we started listening to like a little bit of music, 5 minutes of music, then me talking, then 5 minutes of music, then me talking. And not once did I shut up. That's funny. Yep. Nerd. BC Pork Art nerd. All right. So let us look at Bitcoin on the bigger picture. The bigger picture, this is on the 4 hour. Let's go to the daily, just so we can kind of zoom out and see what we see. Now, the price action was here when we were kind of drawing this out. And these alts, they are getting... Oh, one thing I want to mention. I'm sure that y'all saw my thumbnail. I told you. I'm sure you saw that. And of course, on the yesterday's thumbnail was the same thing. I told you, I think it's so funny. All these influencers, all these YouTubers, all these people where this is what they say. Now, I could be wrong. Let me know. But this is what they say. They say something along the lines of this. If we break this level, there's a really good chance that we're going to come down here for the liquidity. But if we break this level, there's a pretty good chance that we're going to come up to possibly this zone. There's also a chance that, you know, if we do nothing, we just go sideways. We just have to wait until it breaks one way or the other. But this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I'm looking for. Okay, next day goes on. Boop, hits this. I told you, if it breaks this level, this is what we're looking for, and we nailed it. Join my group. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I told you. For me, on this channel, I would never tell you anything. You're an adult. You're a grown man. You're a grown woman. I don't tell you anything. I show you what I think might happen, but I always have the humble attitude that, and I make sure to tell everybody this is what I think might happen, but I don't know. There's sometimes where my path tool is dead on. Man, it is dead on. And there's sometimes where it's way off, completely off. And I remind people, especially when it goes exactly the way I thought, I remind people, I do not know what's going to happen. Because if I did, I would be a millionaire just with trading. You know, it's like, oh, well, I know it's definitely going here because it crossed this level, or there's this SMA or fair value gap or order block or what, and I know 100% sure that it's definitely going here. Well, guess what? I'm gonna sell everything I can to put money on it if I'm that sure of it. Anything can happen. But the point of my thumbnails is that I told you so. For me, this is what I think might happen. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes I'm spot on. Other times I'm way off. So that's my little thing with my thumbnail, in case y'all didn't get it. I told you, not so much. You also told me it was going to go the other way too. But it'll only go the other way if it breaks the level. Well, that kind of makes sense. Like I can only quench my thirst if I drink this fluid. You know, it's a result of something happening. The result is, well, because it broke this level, it went up here. But it could not go up here unless it breaks this level. I mean, it just makes sense. Anyway, all right, enough of that talk. But this is what I'm looking at. And these are so the yellow circles are my decision points. This is what I think might happen. So because I do not think that we're going to continue coming down, we could. And this is what this was showing. I actually have a drawing here somewhere where I draw to where, this is what I was saying. If we come down and then come up, there's a really high chance that we may come down really hard. So that's what pretty much this is still saying, this to where, you know, I'm looking for it to come up and then to roll over, and then to come down. And where it bounces, that's when we change our thought process or adjust to the market and say, okay, it looks like it found support here, starting to break the higher highs on the lower time frame, which in turn, results in higher time frames, creating this where we're breaking the highs, and then we continue up until we break a low. And then now we just start all over again. And then we zoom out to see the bigger picture. So hopefully that helps everybody. Steve says, you should do another one. I was thinking about it. That'd be pretty cool. And then have some special guests on, like Daniel Crypto, have him on maybe after he does his show, to where it's maybe like at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Have a trade fly on at like 4 o'clock, and just so we can see how everybody trades and how if there's any similarities to our trading styles or any kind of differences, which for me personally, I trade very different from a lot of traders, because instead of listening to my mentor and just going off of what they said, I'm actually doing the actual, what the, get the words out. I'm actually showing you the reality of trading. That's what I do. Do I win all the time? Nope. Do I lose? Yeah, heck yeah. But just to let you know, I think that'd be pretty cool. And then if somebody can't do it or whatever, it's like, all right, cool, man. I'll just talk for an extra hour. I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, let's see here. What else? All right, so we went over Bitcoin. I think we're going to go up. And now here's the thing too. I think we're going to go up. For here, I'm not saying, oh, down and up. No, here I'm thinking up. Could I be wrong? Sure. Here I was thinking up to about here before coming down, and I was just shy of it. Do I have that example? Yep, right here. See that? I thought we were going to come up. I was just shy of it. Come up, come down, come up, and then start doing this number. But here it just went up and then boop, came down. This is my plan A, to come up and then start doing this, and then maybe coming down, just depending. But this looked like a good area to bounce. But no. All right, let's go ahead and look at this stuff. So what was I saying here? September 24th, so 2 days ago, price was here. Nope, price was here. No, price had been here. And I'm saying it's looking bearish until we start breaking the highs. So it needs to break that high. We just updated that. Okay. So the next one is a MOMO. I think that's how you pronounce it. MOMO USDT. And this one is on MEXC. It's also on futures. And only on, okay, so let's MEXC. I miss MEXC. I haven't been on there for a while. So this one looks pretty good on the 4 hour. Zoom out on the daily. Nice retracement. Magnet tool and the fib retracement. The very bottom to the top. Let's go ahead and change the position of this from the left to the right. Okay, so we actually entered the danger zone. Whoa. We entered the danger zone. We want to be very, very careful. Danger zone is underneath the 618. For those of y'all who don't know, that is my danger zone. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're above that zone, because we don't want Tom Cruise coming over and saying crash and burn. We don't want that, because what could happen once we enter the danger zone 618 is we could come down a little bit lower, almost go to the 786, come up here to the 618, and then now is when you crash and burn. And then now you start doing this until hopefully you break the highs. So this I would be very careful with. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour, okay, here it looked like a beautiful bounce, and we did a lower high, which is fine. Here's where we were looking for the decision point to break above this level. Instead, we rolled over. Chewy says, I'm still lurking and working, but not twerking. Well, there's no camera on you, so I beg to differ. We got Lil Kaspa in the house. What's up, Lil Kaspa? Appreciate you, man, being here. You guys are the best. Thank you for smashing the like. You guys are the best. So this, I'd be very, very careful with this right now. You know, zooming in, having our, this is why it's really important. I love the fib retracement tool. Here we had a low, lower low, lower low, potentially, depending on this wick. But in order for me to enter this, I would definitely need the 4-hour candle to close. Oh, I forgot about the background music. Dang it, we're already done with the show and I forgot about that. But, what's the percentage from here to here? 20%. Good Lord. I'd pay you a sack to see you twerk, Chewy. Man, I tell you what, if he gets enough in him tonight, tonight is Crypto on the Rocks. It's on Crypto Coin Mindset's channel. So if anybody has the link, go ahead and throw that in the chat, any mods. But Crypto Coin Mindset, we do Crypto on the Rocks. That's where every Friday night, well, for the majority of the part, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we kick back. We talk about crypto. We talk about life. We talk about life. It's mainly just like a couple guys sticking their feet up on the campfire and just talking, you know, drinking a couple brewskis, just shooting the breeze. That's all good. Let's see. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry, man. Ico or IKO. Good day. And there's Intuitioners. There you go. Very nice. I love it. I love it. So here, what I would do is I would strongly recommend, especially on the 4-hour time frame, the candle must close above 0.007956. That's what I would recommend. Now, this is a bunch of selling liquidity. All this. Selling liquidity, selling pressure, whatever you want to call it. You know, for me, I just say we need a break above this. But I don't want to wait. No, 11%. That's a lot. If it was like 3%, then I'd wait. So what I'm going to do is I would set an alert. For me, I'm not going to get into this coin though. I would set an alert right here at 0.008320. The 4-hour candle must close above this white line that we just mentioned in order for us to enter. Now, granted, you don't want to enter this before the 4-hour candle close because look at this. We had a long wick. Look at these long wicks. Look at these long wicks. Look at all these long wicks. So this screams to me low market cap, and it screams to me that it's trapping a lot of traders that are going long because they're like, oh, we broke the level. Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, crap. I'm holding it here. Same thing. So it must be the 4-hour time frame. All right. So that is that analysis. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Next one, we're going to do a stock. This one's going to be CDE. This one is for BC Pork Corp. Go stock. And I'm assuming the NYSE. Ooh, sexy. 4-hour. Holy smokes. Weekly. Good Lord. Monthly. Okay, so this is what we do. We zoom out. We zoom out. Let's see here. I'm lucky. Bitcoin is going exactly as I predicted. Exactly as I predicted. And yes. See here. I don't drink enough to twerk. On my post, yes. Ladies go pew pew, just stopping by to say hi while at work. Thank you, man. And thank you for smashing the like. You are the best. You are the best. All right, so let's kind of break this one down. This one is CDE. This is a stock. Would I enter right now? Definitely no. Why? Well, because people are doing exactly what you want to do. They want to buy high and sell low. So this is what could be happening. This, you know, impulsive move, this just let's go moon mission. Well, people are going to take profit. And this is what could happen. So I definitely would not enter now, but let's kind of look to see the woulda, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And this applies to every single coin, whether it's stock market or crypto. For the stocks, you really want to zoom out. See how we zoomed out? We really zoomed out. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this on here, and we're going to just fade it a little bit so we can see what we're doing. So just going to fade it. All right. So what we want to do is we want to identify some levels. So if the price, let's just say, is right here and we see it, are we going to buy? No. One thing that I would do, now one thing what I always do is I show you what I would do in the moment of the trade versus what everybody else does. They show you after the fact. I don't. What I'm doing here, let's just say we saw the coin right here. Am I going to enter? No. Why? Well, because it retraced to 3-2, which is good. This is the bare minimum that I want to see. It started to come up. What I entered? Let me see. The base off of this other stuff, it went up, came down, kind of did a fake out. Here's a fake out, but we don't know that it's going to be a fake out at this time. Did a fake out and then came down. Okay. Well, let's see here. Nice run up. Pulled back nicely. Almost 50% or ish. Came up. Golden pocket ish. Came up. Okay. What I've entered here? Price went up. Probably would have. Let's say I did. It's a monthly candle. Good Lord. 23. So I'm pretty sure, even though I enter, let's say I enter the top. Let's say I entered there for whatever reason. I have a pretty good reason that the price may come down to at least 0.5, maybe 618. So I'll put a lower entry here just in case it comes down to continue coming up. That's what I'm kind of thinking might happen. And then let's say I did enter this and it keeps on coming down. Oh, crap. Not good. Not good at all, because now I'm way down. But then we see this. Let's go and delete this. We see this level. And what we want to do is we want to enter the break of the levels, because what we're trying to do is trying to break this level. And then sure enough, it retraced. We broke the level. Now for sure we enter. This is a great entry. Does it mean that it's going to go up? No. It can easily come back down, form a head and shoulders, I guess, and then continue coming down. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But we do know that it broke a level to the upside and it already came back a whole bunch. So the chance of it going up is there. And that's what we're doing. Then it broke this level. Great. We do not want it to break this level. This level is a no-go. If it breaks this level, crap, we're in some deep water. Very deep water. We want it to break this one, so now we can add to our trade. And then now, boom, moon mission. Would I enter right now? Definitely not. For the reason we just explained. Because what could happen is, well, it can come down now because people are taking profit. Now, the area that it could come down would roughly be right around, let's see here, from here to here, about here. This is the area that I'm thinking that it might pull back to. Could it pull back more? Sure. Maybe even bounce off of this level, which would kind of correspond with this, to where we could see it do something like this. Then this is when I'd buy. This one I would buy, but it would be not as much, just because it could continue coming down, like how it did over here when it faked me out. So that's my thought process on that. Hopefully you like the thought process. A BC Poor Corp says CDE is a precious metals company that supplies gold and silver. What? I'm up 140% on my holdings. Dude! Holy smokes. You know what? That deserves a round of applause. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so guys, if you are here, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know that you're here. Make sure I didn't put anybody to sleep. Sometimes people say that my voice is very soothing and it puts people to sleep. Not trying to do that. Next one is Bitcoin. Oh, so we talked about Bitcoin and the potential of it coming down. So where do I think it's going to come down? I do think that we're going to possibly go up before rolling over. The first level that I'm thinking that we might go to is this trend line. This trend line is from the second cycle. And so I'm thinking about 103. Between 103 and potentially, here's another level 2. We might come over here, man, but we're already in the end of freaking September already. Like, I was wanting this to happen this month, like early this month, middle of this month. We're at the end already. Come on, Bitcoin, to maybe 98. I'm looking at, depending on where we are on the timeline, depends on where we are here. Like, if we were to dump down right now, I'm looking for a bounce about 103. If we were to bounce, next month, I'm looking at 103.5. So same thing, for the low 95, 97.5 to possibly 97-ish area. But this is my zone from the previous cycle. We'll see. We went from wick to wick, candle body to candle body. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues? Any questions on trading? Any questions on indicators? I love to kind of like debunk what traders get taught. I really do. So if there's an indicator that you really like, there's a pretty good chance that I will tell you stuff about it. There's a really good chance. But Joe, I'm very successful with my indicator. Okay, awesome. How do you use it? Explain it to me. I was like, okay, well, this is, in my opinion, what's really happening. In my opinion. Chewy says he won from Daniel's stream. Chewy's a winner. I love it. I love it. Very nice. Nice work. All right, so let us put this over here. Now, I do want to show one thing while y'all are typing up questions or saying, Joe, you don't know. Go rapid fire. For those of you who don't know, I went ahead and did my thumbnail with the I told you so, because there are so many. I can't do it. I can't add it. What's going on here? There are so many out there that influencers. I told you so. Okay, you told me. The last person that told me to do something was my mama. She said, clean your room. I said, all right. I can't. What the heck? Did I delete it? YouTube. Oh, well. I really don't like the updates that TradingView does. I think they're very dumb that they, before you could right click here and add it to your watch list, but now you can't. Thanks. Why would you take that off? If you're going to add it somewhere else, just add it somewhere else. Don't take it off. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, let's see here. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Let's go over here to a YouTube rapid fire. And one thing I do want to show is this one right here. So BC Pork Corp mentioned this one. Do I have it still here? Let's go over here. Okay, yeah. So this is just a really clean version of it. So the price action was down here. And I said, yep, definitely enter right now. Not financial advice. This is just something I would recommend. Lower entries down here. None of this is financial advice. And if you would have, this is what would have happened right here. And right now it's still looking good. So that's the thing with stocks. Whenever they just come down, if you believe in the stock, the richest people are not the ones who trade or day trade. They're the investors. They buy, they hold. They don't need that money for groceries or to pay the mortgage or to pay for a vacation or buy for Christmas. They don't need the money for that. This is kind of like a set it and forget it type situation, to where if you're lucky enough and you see that, you know, this coin or a different stock went lower and you're like, oh man, it dropped 40%. Man, do I have any money in the bank? I got 500, or I got $50, or I got 5,000, or I got 50,000, or I got $5. Let me add to it right now. Because what you're doing is you're lowering your average entry cost. And this one right here, beautiful. I love it. BC Corp says my UNH holding doing well, really well too. I believe it. I believe it. All right, guys. Well, that is it for me. Is anybody else streaming right now? So right now I'm going to the redirect, and I'm doing the search for other channels. See here, do I see anybody? Sin City starts at 1:30. We don't even have no. So I take it. Still looking. No, I don't see anybody streaming right now. Got Tom Crown. He's live. We'll go to Tom Crown. And please, please, please let Tom Crown know that it's a trade intuition raid. Hopefully he'll give us a shout out. He used to give us shout outs all the time, but I don't know. Maybe somebody whispered into his ear to where I talk about other traders who try to scam people. I don't know. This space is very political, extremely political. But I have morals, ethics, integrity, and I will keep them. So that's what it is. All right, guys. So make sure we're going to go over there to Tom Crown. Make sure to say trade, not T.I. Joe. He doesn't know me as T.I. Joe. Trade intuition raid. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. And as always, make sure to check out us tonight. Crypto Coin Mindset for Crypto on the Rocks. And that'll do that. Your stream is much better when you have the camera on. Yeah, I know, man. My camera's not working right now. I showed that at the beginning of the stream. Hey, but I was able to turn off the light, so it's good. Didn't blame me. All right. Thank you guys so much. We will see you on the next one. I'm going to reboot my computer so that my camera will be on for next time. Thank you guys. See you on the next one. Take care. Trade intuition raid. See ya.